What is going on, guys? So today we're checking out a phone, which is really exciting. It's an Android phone. This is the NUU N20. As you can see, it comes in multiple colors. We've got the blue one. This little phone is surprising in a few different ways. Not just price. Price is very, very good, but it's a surprising little device. And so I was excited that they sent this over for me to take a look at. But let me give you my thoughts. These are my thoughts. They are not brought to you by the brand. But I do want to thank them for sending this out and giving me the ability to take a look at this and share it with you. But with that said, guys, let's jump in and check this thing out because I think you're going to be, impressed as well. So right off the bat, the NUU N20 brings some really solid mid-range power for a super budget-friendly price. Now, if you're looking for a 6.6-inch HD display with a 90 Hz refresh rate, which honestly gives you a much smoother feel than I expected. It's got a 1.6 gigahertz octa-core processor. It's got 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of onboard storage, plus another 6 gigs of virtual RAM for multitasking. And the fact that it's running Android 14 with no bloatware, this thing is actually a surprisingly huge win. Now, I use very high-end phones, and I know a lot of you out there are probably searching for things like best budget Android phone of 2025 or like smooth Android phone under 200 bucks. And honestly, this thing actually fits that bill. I mean, again, there are plenty of phones out there that they're very expensive. They've got a ton of power. If you're looking for a budget phone that I would say is just actually very, very well built and feels really solid and runs really smooth, this is a great option to look at. Now, design-wise, it definitely feels like the i type of phone. Do you know what I'm saying? It has a zinc alloy finish. It doesn't feel cheap at all. I'm going to tell you right now, it has a very, very solid feel in hand. It is a great weight distribution, feels really nice. It's got dual speakers that had way better sound than I had expected. I mean, not audiophile level, but definitely podcast, YouTube. This thing's gonna accomplish those goals. It's gonna check those boxes for sure. Now, on top of that, it also has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, which I think is huge. It's super quick, and yes, they still kept the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I mean, why not? I love it. It's super fantastic. So if you've got some nicer headphones or anything like that that you want to use, plug them in, baby. We're back with the 3.5 on this guy, which I think is really slick. I love that. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm not a huge fan of people, the phones removing them, but I'm mostly switched over to Bluetooth for my phone nowadays, but this one's got the 3.5, so there you go. Now, camera-wise, this does have a 16 megapixel main shooter, which is decent in good lighting, and it has a wide angle lens and adds a little bit of flexibility. It does have AI scene recognition, but I thought that was a little bit hit and miss. It did recognize, cityscapes and food decently, but it did struggle definitely with low light. I mean, obviously, again, though, we're talking about a really budget phone here, so you can't expect like anything super crazy. The selfie camera is 5 megapixel, and it's serviceable for video calls or social posts, things like that. Performance during casual use, email, social media, some light gaming stuff was really smooth. I feel like it works really, really well. I actually used it to navigate a weekend road trip using Google Maps and Bluetooth audio. And the battery held up pretty well. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery. It's just pretty solid. It's pretty good stuff. Now, where would this land? I mean, obviously, if you're looking for a budget phone, that's Android, it's just gonna work for you, this is gonna be a great option. The other place that I am probably going to this is gonna end up landing is going to be one of my kids, probably my kids' phones. Being able to load this with a, parental, software, to lock it down and things like that. This is gonna give them all the functionality they could possibly need in a phone, right? They don't need anything high-end if they're looking for something that's disposable or not super expensive to replace if they break it or lose it or whatever. This is gonna be a great phone for that. But ultimately, if you want a phone that looks premium, that's going to appear, it's just going to feel really premium, it's going to look really nice, and it's going to work really well. I mean, for the most part, obviously no high-end gaming, no crazy cameras like you're going to find on some of the new, Android and iOS devices out there. This thing's going to get the job done for a large amount of people. So if you're in the market for a new phone that's unlocked, that's very easy to use, very easy to set up, no bloatware, and it just works really well and looks really good, I would definitely consider checking out the NUU N20. It's not a blockbuster, it's not a flagship, but this thing will get the job done. So with that said, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.